What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com, Legacy at Carbon, alongside my business partner,
Bryce Beal. I'm Director of Performance at Legacy at Carbon.
All right, so enough about us. Let's talk about how to get faster. Okay, so a lot of what we do, well, I'd say about 20 to 30%. Are you pooping? No, he's not pooping. He's peeing. Ooh, is he pooping? Oh, it's pee. Okay, good. I have to go pick that up. Dog's been known to eat his own poop. All right, so check it out. So a lot of people go, well, okay, so a lot of what you do is strength. And I'd say it's only 25%, but yeah, I guess that's a lot considering that's a quarter of our time, right?
Yes.
Like that's a lot of time. All right, so how do you translate or make speed out of force? What movements, what activities, what exercises, what can we do to make people faster? We thought, hey, let's not even talk about this before we do it. Let's just rattle off what we think about top of I don't even know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Top 5 ways to increase speed.
So I'll go the resisted route.
Whew.
I'll just say, keeping it simple, utilizing sleds, whether pulling or pushing.
Injury prevention.
Yep.
Like it.
So I'll say, to explain that in the simplest terms, if we're pushing or pulling, whether it's with toe straps or pushing it, we're looking at the actual strength and the force on the heavier side. The lighter side of it, if we're going lighter weight, then we're still looking at force generation in the horizontal plane because we're sprinting. And it's obviously a lighter bit load, but you're still producing force. So I think either way, whatever realm you go to, heavy-ass sled pushes or drags or sprinting with them, you're still getting context that we want. Specifically for our program, we do it all the time. We either heavy or light. I think it's a great tool to use and be able to benefit from very easily.
Well, I
already know where you're going. I got an idea.
Yeah. I'm going to go with something that you do not expect from someone like me who lifts heavy weights as a pro bodybuilder. I'm going to go with arms. I'm going to go with teaching perfect arm and form. Perfect arm movement. That means cheek to cheek. That means driving. That means power. Opposite arm, opposite leg. To be trained using various methods, including marching, skipping, using proper arm movements while doing mini bands, while doing mini hurdles, while doing pounding, while doing jumps. Everything you do programs from your frontal cortex to
and the basal ganglia
programs you to have proper arm movement. I do not have a direct number on this. I've never been able to find it. I found some numbers people made up. I would say that you can increase your speed by 25 or so percent if you have, not saying if you have decent arm, if you have horrible arm movement, like girls. No offense to you ladies out there. Girls run like this. I don't know why y'all do it, but you do it. You run like this. You ever go to like a U10 or a U8 soccer game with girls? It's
like you're swimming.
It's like arms all the way. If I could get that girl to go cheek to cheek and drive those arms, I'll get you 25% faster.
Absolutely.
So I will do sitting on your butt. My favorite one to fix arm form if their arms are out of control. You sit on your butt, legs out in front of you, go cheek to cheek, because if you go too far, you hit the ground. If you go too high, you hit your face. So I'm going to go with non-lifting because I'm not a meathead like this guy. The outright bar was created for my kids. My kids need a snack to eat during soccer tournaments, and also I wanted a bar for myself to eat pre-workout, post-workout, and also throughout the day. You want your outright bars right now. That's why we have a partnership going with the Vitamin Shop to make sure that we're in all 750 plus locations, providing the best price, the best service, the best people to give you the outright bar when and where you need it.
That's a joke.
We're 2 Polish guys walk into a bar.
Number 3, I'll say in generalist terms, velocity. And now banded squats, banded speed squats, something moving at as fast as humanly possible from a complete dead stop position.
Yes.
Now, that's a whole nother book I can literally write, and it kind of did just write about it.
Yes.
That's a whole different part. But I think
getting that Elite FTS article.
Yep. I think getting athletes or clients to understand force generation and how to, people think they lift with intent. Like If I'm lifting 500 pounds, I know at the end all be all, I'm going to be so locked in every facet of my body, it's going to be really hard to lift. Now, I need to treat 100 pounds like 500 pounds. Now, even though it's lighter, I need to understand why we're applying this to our speed conversation, because at the end of the day, we want kids to be ruthlessly strong. There's no doubt about it. But at the same time, there's two parts of a strength curve. There's force and there's velocity. We need velocity because we have to be able to do things at a very, very fast and accelerated rate. So the whole point of, I'll say, velocity is doing movements that make us have to create that quick amount of force in the shortest amount of time. Whether it is depth jumps or drop jumps or banded speed deadlifts or banded speed squats, anything, I'll say, within that realm of doing anything with the quickest amount of rate of force.
All right.
Four.
You could do 3. I'll do 2. I'll concede. Okay, I'm only going to go 2, but I think this is my favorite one because science backs me.
Oh, I already know it.
Yeah, I'm pretty predictable because it's the same stuff I said in class this morning.
Yep.
Same stuff I say every day. I'm like a broken record because what we do isn't rocket surgery here, guys. We just make kids bigger, stronger, faster, and more resilient to injury. And that is the Hexbar deadlift. I don't care if you do 5 reps of 3. I don't care if you do 6 sets of 5. I don't care if we're doing 3 sets of 10. I want my kids deadlifting based on the research we have available from Flaherty over at Nike, sponsored, put on by Nike. The only lift that's been shown to actually improve your 40-yard dash time is the Hexbar deadlift. And why is that? Well, your posterior chain is a very important part. And what is running after all? Running is essentially the product of your feet generating force, violent, aggressive force as fast as possible against the ground. So speed, what he's doing, obviously that works on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fast, the contrast, the this, the that, the bands, the arms, the motion, the form. But at the end of the day, what's propelling you foot to foot through the air, spinning like this, is generating violent force. Now, what the Hexbar allows us to do is put us in an anatomically correct position, or as stupid trainers in Brentwood call cheating because you lift more on it. No, you lift more on a Hexbar deadlift versus a conventional deadlift because you're where your body should be, in a neutral position with your chest up and your posterior chain in the right line. So we're able to safely load the heck out of kids and adults. We're able to generate as much force as possible on the ground to lift a weight either for power, speed, or both. My choice is the Hexbar deadlift. And by the way, that thing about you know who you are. You know who you are. You know who you are. Okay.
Last one.
You know who you are. No.
Do you?
Yeah, I think he does. He literally did a class crapping on my theories.
Yeah, and that's why all of his kids go to us.
Yep.
Sorry. Actually, not sorry at all. Last one, I'll say, and this will be actually pretty funny. You actually have to sprint.
So you're telling me to get better at sprinting?
You actually have to sprint.
Okay, hold on. Time out. Blaze, come here. Ruckus, I could use your help. Come here, Ruckus. Come here. Right here. Ruckus, come here. Okay. Which one? Ruckus. So, Ruckus, how do you get faster? I think you need to sprint. What about you, Blaze? I think you need to. Even the dogs know.
Yep. And here's the thing is you can do it 100 different ways. You can run up a hill, right? Really simple.
Hill sprints force you into proper dorsiflexion.
Yep. And who made hill sprints famous?
Walter Payton.
Yep.
Used to run up hills.
Johnson's Mound.
Oh, don't forget Jerry Rice in the hills of San Francisco.
So now
we're from Chicago, by the way, guys. The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Mike Ditka.
Ditka versus the 49ers. Guys, it's only one guy. Ditka 42, 49ers 26.
So hill sprints. Now you can turn this in however you want. Hill sprints. You can do overspeed, right? Now I wouldn't do overspeed with really any of our kids. That's more of your high collegiate professional athletes because I can get overspeed in a couple different ways. It's just not as probably nice looking as you guys do it because you have treadmills and I don't. and I don't need a treadmill to do it because I'm smarter.
I like the treadmills though.
I do.
We do have one in Ohio.
Yes.
I do, for the record, I own a Tough Treads.
Yes.
I own one, and they're like $30,000.
Yes,
Chad's like, hey, Mark, we bought a treadmill. I'm like, cool. I was like 4 or 5K. Like, how much was he? He's like 30. I'm like, $30,000.
So now I do like them in certain contexts, right? Everything has its own context of where it can be placed. With our kids, I can do it a couple different ways, so we won't get into that now, but you can do hill sprints, overspeed training. You can do your flying 10s, 5-yard build-in, 10-yard build-in, 10-yard flies, 20-yard flies. You can do wicket sprints. You can do anything, right? The whole point is to put all of what was said before into actual context of like what the actual goal is and his speed, right? We have to be able to sprint. We have to learn how to apply force. They have to be able to actually see themselves doing it. So filming it is a great way to teach, and it's a great way for kids to see, because at the end of the day, you can show them 1,000 times, they're still not going to get it.
Get old film of Usain Bolt or Carl Lewis and watch them run.
Yep.
And then watch your own form, contrast, compare, and see where you can make your form, because those guys were not only genetically gifted, but they also had some of the greatest coaches in the world. Yep. So again, watch their form. I remember in my Exos mentorship, they told us to dissect. They gave us like 10 minutes to critique Usain Bolt's running form. And so we all were like, oh, he could be slightly more dorsiflex. And then our mentor was like, you don't tell him shit. He's Usain Bolt.
Yeah. and that's, we'll say that the list of our top 5 is something like you can, like, if I program for you, you can do it at home. So like if you want to get faster, go to legacyatcarbon.com,
Very nice.
apply for coaching, or you can go to marclobliner.com.
Same
do
thing.
Adults or athletes.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Adults, we do diet and training
Yep.
for looks too. So you can, because at the end of the day, guys, I don't know if you've noticed this, but I'm kind of a bodybuilder. Yep. So as far as getting, and also for the general population, 95 to 97% at any given moment of my clients will never compete, do not compete. Most of my clients are overweight or obese, trying to be the best them ever. I'm not in the whole like bodybuilding world as much as I am in the general. I just happen to be a bodybuilder, but anyway, I think that's a great list. I'm very biased, but that's the greatest list I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah. And there are going to be more like these.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching legacyatcarbon.com. If you have supplements to buy, go to tigerfitness.com. Vitamin Shop carries outright bars, 4 flavors, birthday cake, cookies and cream, cookie donuts, s'mores. Get them now. Support us because we got bills to pay. I'm Marc Lobliner with Bryce. That's not a game. I used to have to go through dozens of bottles of vitamins, of supplements, just to get what I need. Look, I'm busy. I'm running multiple businesses. I'm coaching. I'm a professional bodybuilder getting ready for my first pro show. I don't have time to sit there and do all that. I gotta go. I'm on the go all the time. That is why I created MTS Nutrition Immortal. Here's how they look. This replaces dozens of bottles of supplements. So let me tell you exactly what this has. It has probiotics, greens, liver detox, joint support, cardiovascular support, and the most complete multivitamin, multi-mineral supplement ever created. If you have a busy life or you simply want more time to do the things you love and be able to travel by just taking one simple little pack with you, Immortal's for you.